Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Navarra in European Universalis 4 and Extended Timeline mod. So we're doing pretty damn well for ourselves. France is our friend. What else is new? Well, we just annexed Lyon, about to call the last province, which is the one I have a claim on. Which was the one I had a mission for. The other ones I just decided to call first anyway, because I'm a potato. I like calling myself that, even if it's pretty offensive to me. What am I on about? I don't even know. Either way, with what we have, I think we're gonna definitely be able to support a big army once all the autonomy is gone and such. Well, a big army in Iberian terms. Bye? No. So I've just lost 2 stability. No, I lost 1 stability and I lost 1 from the loss of my previous king, but it's okay. Oh god, I was almost going to cough then. And I am at risk of a personal union, but he is young, 27. Hopefully this guy can pump out a child in, like, 20 so years. And the Byzantines did get Venice eventually. Congrats to them, they're just going everywhere. The HRE is going to have to defend itself against them, I think, but the chances that this is going to happen, considering France hasn't sat them and they've got a claim in the HRE, I do view it a little slimly, I guess. Now, Navarra, in its new position, is very, very prosperous. It could potentially grow to new heights. With 15,000 men, I can almost actually, do something. Should I hold a grand tournament? You know what? Yes, let's do it. Madrid, it wants me to conquer. This. So that is coring. And to be honest, with my spare points, what I'm probably going to do is culture convert things. Why not? It could be fun. But I'm going to wait till I have all of Iberia and all the separatism is gone, and I'm going to just begin doing it in a wave from here to there. Start with the cheapest. No, start with the most expensive, because I'll be able to get the cheaper ones the further along I go. And well. Oh, Western Macemen. I'll get those next tech. They gain a addition. No, they switch the shock pips around. They gain 2 morale pips. So they gain 2 pips overall. It's enough. Then longswordsmen who gain 2 pips here, but they lose 1 here. So they gain 1 pip. Eventually Western pikemen, and then it's really quick advances. And eventually you end up with this sort of stuff. Which is pretty interesting. Still, we'll most likely get quite far. Hopefully I can have this as an empire by, well, not an empire, but I'll hopefully own most, if not all of Iberia by the start of the regular game, 1444. Like, the world's already shaping up to be pretty interesting. You shall be Carlos. Carlos Jimenez. Jimenez? Jimmy? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Surname? Or dynasty name. It would be Jimenez. I know that accent over the E will probably change the pronunciation, but I would pronounce it personally as Jimenez. Or Jimenez? Oh, and they are pretender rebels. Fun for them. Yeah, I think they're going to have a few issues, actually. Oh boy. My throat's a little sore, that's all. So that's been called. These are going to be called... Oh yeah, I forgot. I didn't actually know the autonomy. Yeah, it isn't really seeming to be that much of an issue, is it? This here, not really much of an issue. I'll put troops on it. Could rise the autonomy, could fight the rebels. I'll try and avoid fighting the rebels. I've got a lot of time. Literally. Yeah, that's basically prevented any real revolt here. So I've expanded Basque, which is this little blue blob here, from this tiny little... was it 3 provinces? No, 4 provinces. To 5. Now, look at all this. Greek is just everywhere here. What is the... yeah, it is the primary culture. Their capital is in Caria, which is a pretty decent city and all. Kievan Rus, basically Russia. Cantabria, which province is that? It's one of the... no. You can just have none at all. Sorry. Throat is a little bad at times. I'm not sure how to describe it. Does it get clogged up? It might just be that, like, you have to clear your throat. I'm not sure what gets in the way. Not that smart. And Leonese is accepted, Castilian isn't. How many of those guys have died? And, well, I'll be able to definitely exploit a few things here or there, aren't I? Let's see. I'd be able to screw up 2 fabrications before I would get caught. What's my claim on this one look like? That'll be gone next year, so by the time this claim's done. So I'll set that one back up, and I'll try and get these free. So 18,000, well, not 18,000, they have 36,000, which is a lot more than probably what these lot can muster. Well, he's currently just having a bad time. So get Killer, or Keeler, might be either of those pronunciations. Probably have to speak up a little as well, and the French... What? Did you just declare for the Belaise? Why? France, why? Wait, I shouldn't have gone out. Let the French just fail here. It's only the Fatamid. I joined the war, the French can't really say anything. The French have gone here and they're not doing anything. So they want to get this. French have got a few guys, but wouldn't the Fatamid have more? Oh, I see why they declared that. I should have probably gotten a claim on them and did it myself. And they're transporting all their troops over. I'm actually going to help. They're never going to have the strongest navy. I'm going to have a lot more coastline than them. Like, all that. And that. Like, all this is invalid. I only have this connection. And I'm going to have all this. And possibly all of this. God. I saw that. I said no. Why, France? No. You're not going to win that, but he's landed on the Belaise. I'm not sure what happens now. The French probably just lose heavily. Well, then again, this war probably just end in a white peace. Because they can't siege any of the forts here, because they can't get to it. Meanwhile, the Fatamid are they're getting smacked about. They're getting smacked about good. Byzantine conquest of Malta? The Byzantines are going for an island too? Wait. Byzantines, you silly billies. And they can actually probably get a lot more. Fort level. Yeah, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get all they want. The Byzantines have sieging their capital down, I mean, for Christ's sake, they're dead. The Eastern Romans are rising. And anyway, look at it. It's outrageous, isn't it? Totally outrageous. Like, the Fatamid are not gonna last. They're gonna slowly get eaten up by the Byzantines and whoever else desires a piece of North Africa or Egypt. The Byzantines are just gonna go full ham probably at some point. Take all of the provinces of the Roman Empire in very quick succession. By the time they form that, I think I'm gonna have to be pretty damn strong. Right, the French gaining war score, but the main issue is there's not really anything they can do otherwise. So either way, I'm just going to get all these fabrications set up. If I can defeat that and get all those, I could probably chain a war against Valencia and Zaragoza at the same time, acquire all of their lands, and have a very big nation. And I'd probably be... Toledo, what are you doing? Granada declared for your... this? Toledo's still apparently a force to be reckoned with. Yeah. What's this here then? Mozabite. Well, that's a surprise. You are allied to no one. Well, he just wants to unite his lands now, and he might actually do it. The Fatamid are actually that weak. It's just they have 34 ships. No one in Europe is going to be able to lay a finger on them apart from like the Byzantines and anyone who can go through the Byzantines. Meanwhile, the Abbasids are actually about to get a pretty decent leader. They're doing their best to survive. And I think they will survive, ultimately. For a while, like, they are not in particularly... I'm not sure how to put it. Like, they are in valuable lands, but they're not in the same sort of region that the Byzantine Empire, for example, is interested in. And it looks like they've actually taken some lands down here. Like, the Byzantines have never owned any of this. Well, not in-game anyway. Rather, they've invaded it, but they've not owned it. Like, for long periods of time. The Byzantines are probably more interested in getting Rome, Dalmatia, all of Italy, really. Do they have a mission, actually? Do you have a mission, child? Oh my god, what's happened to the guy? And I'm surprised this hasn't been just eaten yet. So they have to siege these forts, both of them. But they're going to be able to do it with no opposition. Like, it was strong for a while, then it just died out. It's going to lose North Africa. The Byzantines are going to recover quite... Oh, that could be an issue. They've got an empress, who's a 4-3-4, but they have no air. This could be interesting to see what happens. Watch them just like collapse and then just recover again, like historically. Like that dynasty just dies out, they lose like tons of land, and then they just recover slowly, but never quite reach this level again. Moldavia, what are you two? Okay, you are there. Vassal. Answer the occupations they have at the moment then. I think these just automatically get transferred, right? Well, let's see what happens next month then. It doesn't look like I have to pay any attention to what's going on over there, because I haven't been invaded. Oh, it happens at the end of the month now, won't it? Look at that. They've got all of that land. Oh, they just lost all their occupation. Oh my, Byzantines, you just lost a lot of war score from that. That's quite hilarious. The advantage is Granada and the Umayyads are now pushing them back. So while Toledo was able to hold for a while, it's not lasting. And it's pretty much the perfect opportunity to crush them, which could be a little bit tempting. I do sort of want a few more claims, just to reduce the aggressive expansion overall. Let's get monasteries unlocked. Next tech is principalities, which are, they're okay. We'll get cogs on the next diplotech, and new units on the next militech. So those are pretty nice techs. They're good to get. And anyway, have I still not had a child? Oh yeah, I do have a child. I had Carlos, didn't I? Derp. I am going to want to be careful, because if Granada gets all that, it likely won't revolt. Either way, this is just a immobile war. Either way. Oh, that's nice. We're basically 200-200. I am highly trustworthy to them, and I trust them utterly. That's nice. If I had the most recent DLC and had that, the trust would just be maxed by now, and lots of things would be good. So either way, just looking at all that, seems it's pretty moderate. Telemachus was forced to peace out, and they lost a piece of land to the Umayyads. Mazab is probably just going to form into like some uber North African nation. Algeria is a thing. Okay. And I am just going to own the north coast utterly. And Byzantines peaced out, and look at that. They've got almost all of Syria. Wait, you have a reconquest course better than them? Why? Oh, you just have a core in Antioch, because why not? What's this? Zaragoza has 13k troops? Excuse me? Why are you involved in this? Because you're allied to Granada, that's why. Okay. Valencia is allied to the Umayyad. I actually should increase the size of my army. Have I got the money? I sort of do, but sort of don't at the same time. Forts are very expensive, you see. And getting blockaded occasionally doesn't exactly help. Let's get that, that'll make the army cheaper. Quarantine the ports. I'll build both units right in that city, it'll be okay. I've got plenty of money too. Root tanks fell over there, doesn't matter much. And let's just get this mission done, then we'll end the episode, shall we? Oh, how did you get them to give that? Well, that's interesting. Either way, Zaragoz's entire army is right there. So let's begin that fabrication, and I'll see you next episode where we shall try and take all of this, since I doubt Granada will take all of it, because that alone is worth a lot of war score. Their total provinces is 193. Either way, see you then, bye.